But I don't understand like why they pick J Lo, because I guess they're like, they're trying to fit the top people. They're like, let's find a slot for her.
Mary J would have been good, and then there's the
So it was
there was a Moana that she did one of the movies. I forget her name.
Fantasia.
No, it was the other girl. She was an American Idol also.
Or Kelly Hudson, whatever. Hudson.
Yeah, she's married to the wrestling guy.
Yeah,
she could sing. She could have done that too.
I would have done like Mary J. Blige, because Mary J. Blige has at least like a deep history of music and stuff like that. So they had J Lo who did it, and then I think Smokey Robinson joined her, and then Neo did the rest of it. Which Neo's good; he could play a piano and all that stuff. But like what I found weird was like a lot of people were saying they weren't like people who were there that were in the music industry, they weren't really offended by it, but as other people, I knew what happened. But it's true. Why would you put her in that position?
Why not put Alicia Keys, who was there?
So I know, and Alicia Keys rocked it. So what Alicia Keys did, but I guess because Alicia Keys did a monologue that she had 2 pianos.
Yeah, they were talking about that.
She had 2 pianos, and she was doing dope. She was playing the piano with 2, and then she sang different songs. So she sang Lauryn Hill. She sang the Chainsmokers, whatever. Like
they said she did a good.
Yeah, so she ripped it. I guess because of that. But Alicia Keys would have been a
even Lauryn Hill would have fucking been good.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill, but Lauryn Hill's a fucking difficult to work with.
Yeah, but she got the range.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah,
nothing against J Lo. Like J Lo, it was like
so
if you're doing a homage to Madonna, yeah. Pick J Lo.
Not even you pick someone like a Lady Gaga, like someone that is relatable. But so then Drake won, I think, the Grammy, and he was just basically told people like, yo, you don't need this shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they cut him off
Grammy,
as soon as he said it. Yeah. So they cut him off, and then Cardi B won like the first, and I never knew that she was the first female to ever win Best Hip Hop Album of the Year. Ever, which is crazy.
And there's only 8 female rappers that have won the Grammy, I think.
Oh, okay.
8. And I know they did 8, but they threw Salt and Pepper as a group. One.
Yeah.
They had Queen Latifah. They had, I think Lauryn Hill was there.
Yeah.
I forget who was the other, but she was one. I thought Nicki Minaj. I don't know if it's for that category.
Yeah.
But I gotta find out what it was. But it's only been 8 female rappers that.
But that's crazy, man. If you think about it, from like the road that she's traveled to get to that thing.
The BX.
And her performance is actually good. Yeah, she did a good performance.
A lot of people did like that performance. I follow her on Instagram, and she did like her real thank yous. To the people she wanted to thank, and she big up the Bronx.
Yeah.
And she was going, like you should. You fucking from the Bronx, have nothing.
Yeah.
To now you're in the fucking Grammys and you win the award. Yeah. And let's say you go back to that apartment and you have your Grammy there, like, yo, nobody could take that away.
That is true.
Big Pun wanted it.
Yeah.
He could have been, he was close to getting it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Matter of fact, rest in peace, Big Pun.
Yeah, his birthday was
like a few days. Yeah, so that was good. So it's crazy that that people thought she was gonna win the album of the year, which then
did she get 1 or 2?
I think she got 1 or 2. I'm not sure.
Because I know Childish Gambino got
2 big.
4. He got the 2 big awards.
He got 2 big awards, but he wasn't even
Record of the Year.
He got Record of the Year and something else. But I think Album of the Year, it was like a surprise. Some country girl, she won.
Oh, okay.
And people were shocked because they thought Drake was in the category and Cardi B. But yeah, the only thing was just too long. It was too fucking long.
That's why I'm watching.
But I watched it because they were here watching. My girl, she wanted to watch it.
Sometimes I watch.
I forward a lot of stuff.
The Latin Grammy because it has a little more flavor.
Yeah. No.
There's a lot of supposedly they're saying a lot of beef with the producer. I think his name is Ken. Because Ariana Grande was going through some shit.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj was gonna start talking about it today. Her radio. But they're saying this is his last year for producing it. And plus, he's old. He's been doing it for 50 years now, so he don't know what's in or out was changed.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to bring like new eyes, fresh eyes to start producing that Grammys event. You know, let's see who they get next year. Maybe I say they should probably get somebody who, I guess he's in the music business, but somebody that knows all genre of music, not just one thing.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll make it more sense.
Khaled.
Yo, you never know.
DJ Khaled.
Get the people that used to do.
He'll do the dance.
MTV used to do their video awards.
Yeah.
Those shits used to be.
They used to be fun.
Yeah. Now they
crappy.
Now they fucking whack. Like they bullshit. But like in the early '90s. Yeah. Late and early 2000s, those shits were everybody wanted to watch it. Yeah. So if they could get some of those people to produce these shows for Grammy, it'll be good. It's like the Oscars. Khaled. Oscars is fucking boring, bro. I've never watched this movie that has no words. Like,
yeah, I know.
I'd probably watch it because I want to see if Black Panther's gonna win the best movie award. But not even that. It's too long. It's like, yeah, you're putting shit there for me that I don't fucking watch.
Speaking of Black Panther. So a lot of shit's been going on crazy in this world. It's been blackface.
Oh my god.
Not Black Panther, but blackface.
Dude, man.
So
that's a conversation that people should have with their kids growing up.
Yeah.
They think it's right. Oh, but it's a cop. Dude, if you could go to YouTube and watch those old way they used to portray people, black culture back in those days, you literally see it. The red lips, with the black face, and they bamboozle whatever it is. Yeah. It's not fun. Yeah. I'm not black, but I'm brown, and we come from the same cloth. And I do it with air quotes. The white people who do it, they think it's okay. Oh, but it's I wanted to be 50 Cent for Halloween. How can I wanted to be Tupac. How can I be Tupac and not paint my face black? Yeah. Bro, you could just put a bandana in a nose ring and you tell people you're Tupac. Yeah. Do you need to paint your face? Yeah. No. A bandana. That's like but it's a double-sided sword. How come it's cool for Martin to do it when he was in the show? He painted himself white. Or Eddie Murphy when he used to be the white guy in Saturday Night Live. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're saying, but is it okay for the black people to do it? But that a black person. But they were saying,
Dave Chappelle when he does the
white guy. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying, no, you guys, when you portray that black with the red lips, that's a sensitive subject. Like, you're bringing it back to when it was almost still slave and all that shit. That fucking Gucci sweater.
That's what I wanted to get into too.
I didn't even know that shit was out. Yeah. Until I heard it in the fucking news, and then I heard it in the radio station. Then I had to look it up. I was like, yo, who the hell wears turtlenecks like that anymore?
But it's so funny because it's like, it's very clear that it's fucking racist. But they're like, no, we were trying to do something different. You're like, no, motherfucker, look at that shit. That shit looks exactly like, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, why are you going to create a turtleneck with the lips?
And then the fucking governor or whatever, the senator of Virginia.
Oh, no. And then the other one.
It's like all of them getting caught. Like Virginia, the janitor of the school's gonna run the state because
for real.
He was in his college picture.
Fucking Pusha T's gonna run Virginia.
Yeah, where his friend was in a KKK suit.
Yeah,
and he wore blackface for a picture for a medical school, bro. Medical school, and they put the picture in the book.
I know,
like.
Did you watch
Saturday Night Live? Did
you watch that skit? That shit was funny.
But it was in the 80s.
The funniest one for me was the Halsey. What about if it's black and white? Oh, so you biracial? No. Yeah. I'm not biracial. What about you put your face half black, half white?
I wanted to be Michael Jackson from the 80s and the 90s. That shit was funny.
That shit was funny,
so man. I was like, yo, we living in a world. I guess it's just the president we have that is bringing this all out in the open. People are talking reckless now, like they don't care because they see their president who is a racist. Yeah. They're like, oh, if he could do it, shit, we could come out and do it now. Then you got Katy Perry with her sandals that clearly is a black sandal with red lips.
Oh my god.
And eyes, and she had to take it down from her website because she's like, oh, it's a sensitive thing. I don't want it. You know. At least she picked it up and she pull it down. But you got everybody. This fucking the lady Megan Kelly. That's why she's not in NBC anymore.
Yeah, because
she did the blackface. Like, when is
it's crazy because it's like, why you guys are obsessed with this blackface thing, but then you don't like the color, right? You guys are racist towards the color. You tell them
go back to your country,
yeah, but then
you want to be black.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
Yeah,
either you want to be black or you're just making fun of them.
Yeah,
because you're racist.
Yeah, it's one of the two. That is true.
And it all starts that you gotta raise your kids in a way that you don't want them, to be idiots or stupid in this world. Because I know you raise your daughter different, and I know other people. Nobody that I know of, I don't see anybody.
The one thing, and I heard this from a podcast from this Cuban. He's a rock and roll guy, so he basically says a lot of the racism at times is because people don't know. So because they don't know, they don't understand, right? So he says he's traveled like through, I think he played for Van Halen, or no, he played for, what's his name? The guy that eats the bats?
Ozzy?
Yeah, he played for Ozzy. He was his guitar man. But he said, like, he goes, the thing with racism, like, he goes, because you don't know, he goes, I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled to Russia. He goes, at first I didn't, I had a bad thing in the 80s of Russia because of the bombings. But he goes, if you travel and you get to see outside of your circle where you live, you get to meet other people, right, from other different races. And he goes, a lot of times we're very similar. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that, like, too, like in most of my jobs. I work with a lot of white people or Asians. And sometimes you become cool with them and you're like, yo, we're very similar. Like, but if you were hanging out with your boys that from your circle and you see them, let's say in a restaurant or in a bar, you're not going to think that you and that person click. Yeah. Like, you got a good friend that you're like, yo, me and this guy click, cool. But if we were hanging out in two different circles, I'm just hanging out with the people around me, and that person's hanging out, like, you think you guys wouldn't get along. And I think the good thing with us is that we've always, even when we lived in the Heights, we traveled outside of the Heights.
Oh, I definitely.
So there's some people who live uptown or whatever, or their hood, that's all they know. So then they're racist too. Like, they're Spanish racist. Like,
they don't 5 blocks.
All white people are bad. Oh, this is bad. You know what I'm saying? They just around their group.
But
that's
what made me.
Or even like an example, we're both different races. So Al's Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican, and traditionally, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans don't get along, right? Because Dominicans are around Dominicans, Puerto Ricans are around Puerto Ricans, and stuff like that. So a lot, we're fucking best of friends. We have a lot of stuff in common. Yeah. But a lot of times, if you don't get to travel outside, you could be just even your hood. It doesn't have to be traveling outside of New York. It just be traveling outside the hood or meeting people outside of your race to get to know them. A lot of times, it's not that bad.
That's why I'm glad when I was.
Sorry, we never go like this deeper racism.
No, I don't like talking about politics. Race, I could talk about it. I've been profiled, whatever, but I don't hold shit too hard. But when it gets done a lot to you, you think like, damn, this is the world we live in. Do I want to bring kids to this world? Yes, because you could raise them in a better way. Yeah. So that's when I decided to go to high school. Yes, I could have stayed in George Washington High School, but all of my Dominicans and maybe some black friends. But it was mostly all Dominicans in that school.
Yeah.
If I would have went to JFK, it would have been a little different.
Yeah.
Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Chinos, some whites. It's because depending where the school's at. I was like, you know what? I got to go downtown. So I fucking applied to all the schools downtown. And Washington Irving was the only school that said yes. And that shit opened my eyes. Taking the train every day going downtown, I met Chinos, Indios, whites, yes, blacks, some Spanish. But I will always hang out with a different race. Just because, yes, I was in Washington Heights. All the white men's the devil. They do this.
Yeah.
Then when I started hanging out with whites, I was like, yo, you guys are not the devil.
This guy's fun, Hey.
What the fuck? We cut class together, whatever.
We drink.
And I think that opened me up now that I could go into a bar or wherever and sit down and have a conversation with anybody. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter what race you could be the most racist person. We could have a seat together and we'll talk and we'll have each other's opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change your mind of what you think and you're not going to change my mind.
Yeah.
But I could sit down and have a conversation with anybody. And I think me going to school downtown, and that opened up my eyes.